Hello everyone, welcome back to PLC Automation. This is Jafar, and in today's video we are going to talk about the PLC inputs and outputs and analog inputs and analog outputs. Okay, so a PLC does only three things: reads inputs, executes logic, and controls the outputs. Inputs tells the PLC what is happening in the field. The output tells the field what to do. Let's have a look to our inputs and outputs step by step, okay? So we have our CPU here. At this moment, we have created a project and we have added a CPU, and this is our CPU 1200, okay? And this CPU, first of all, before starting a project, you will just make an analysis of the project. You will see how many inputs and how many outputs do you need? And what about the analog inputs and what about the analog outputs, right? You just click on your CPU and you go to the properties and inputs and outputs. Let me make it here bigger. Okay, so in this CPU we have only 14 inputs, but in somehow you need more inputs, right? And the right corner in this place you have DI, digital inputs. You open it, and as you see you have digital inputs 8 multiply 24 volt DC. So you have this input has 8 inputs and it works on 24 volt DC. So when you click on this input, you will have a place and the PLC will show you can put this here. So here we have like 14 inputs. When we add another card here, okay, when we click on our card, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inputs added to our PLC. If you want to put one more, you can put one more, right? Click on it. Every card has eight inputs. And also the same case. This is our output card. And we are going to add some 2 output cards because the output we have on our PLC is not enough. Okay? Here. And when we click on our PLC, we have only analog input 2 channels. In some cases it's not enough, right? When you want to add some more, and it's here, analog input card, we add this one. This is analog input and it has 4 analog inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we put also 1 analog output. Done. And we have added more 2 analog outputs, channel 0 and channel 1, right? But now how to use this outputs and inputs into our project, right? It's very simple. We just go to add a new block. Now let's go to our OB1 and add a new block. This is only to show how to use your inputs and outputs in a function, right? We do not use in a logic, but just we want to bring them in a function block, right? So function block, we call it input and output. Which of the language is a loader? Done. A very good trick. It's for the people who has a little knowledge of the PLC, but I will show it right now. Okay. We go to the local modules. So the inputs and output cards you have added to your PLC, they are all listed here. So the first one is your PLC. When you click on it, you go to IO tags and you have all of them here. So whenever you want to use this name and your function block, you just make some space and drag and drop. Output 1, input 2, 3, 4, 5, and you will also what? Yes, now we are using the analog. Let me. Do you see there is an error, right? Because we are using the wrong tag to the wrong place. We use the inputs, right? Input 1, like this. And the last one is an output. We use an output, right? So the same case with the output modules we have added to our PLC. So now we have digital inputs. All the inputs are written here. So you will, in some case, you will use it. Okay, and now just doing some random thing. Okay, it's not. You see. And we go to our output module. We add an output coil. So done. You see, this is as simple, but at this moment, our input and output, they do not have a name. And you can also give it a name. For example, I will here, can I change the name here? No, unfortunately. But we can just click on them, rename the tag, input 1, done, change. Input 1, and it's also here input 1, right? If you will change the name to high level, for example, high level sensor, and you change it high level sensor, and you will get the name here automatically high level sensor, right? And so all the inputs and output cards we have added is here, right? And we have also the analog input here. So whenever we are using our analog output and input, we need a different tags, we need a different block, right? So for analog outputs, for example, I'm going to use a move function. and I will use one of them, and here I will put it 10, and here I will also put tag number this one right now. Okay, so when this output is activated or becomes true, the logic puts 10 to the analog input 1. You never put into input, right? You should put it in output. So it's better to choose here an output here. And also you can put your input here. So here, in this case, you will tell to your PLC, so when this output is activated here, so the value I have on my input move to my output here, right? And now, for example, you want to use a counter. Counter up is here, for example. Just it is a random counter. So you will say when the value is done, this one and this one becomes true, start the counter, and the counter should count the value you have already given to your input, and it should also shows you to another output. Where is my analog output? You see? And when it's done, this output should be activated. This is how to use your physical inputs and outputs from the PLC into a function block. So let's have some more examples. We go to our device configuration, our inputs, go to property, and we can also name it here, right? I think. Come on. Yeah, we can change the name here. So right now it's tag 11. You can put low level sensor 1. Here. And you can call this card, change the name. Can we do that? Card number, go to channel general name. Yes, you can put it here. Digital inputs used for low level sensors, right? So when there is something wrong with the low levels, I have like 8 low level sensors. when there is something wrong with these low levels, when I'm coming to device configuration here, I will see that directly my low levels are coming from this input card, right? Okay. So this is our analog input card. So we get on this card, we get all the analog values. For example, the volume of a tank, and you can just name it volumes of the tanks, for example, right? Tanks. So an operator calls the technicians and he will tells him, okay, the tank is full, but I do not have the value on my HMI. So instead of looking around, instead of having losing a lot of time inside the PLC to have to look around where all those are written, those analog inputs come to, he will just have a look to the input and output analog cards. He will understand directly, okay, here is those cards, those inputs are coming to this input card, okay? So the output card, you can give them a name like, for example, motor speed. Motor speeds. You see, motor speeds. You have in the same case, an operator comes to the technician and he tells, okay, I want to turn my motor at this speed, but when I'm changing the speed, when I change the value given on the HMI, it doesn't make any differences in the actual speed of the motor. So this will come from here. You can have a look to this, and also you can just double tap on this one and you can go to BIOS and you will see which one of the output is for the motor, and you will also write here, for example, motor A125, for example, okay? Speed motor 125. And here you will written, for example, speed motor A126, okay? You will find these names on the physical motor, and then you will compare it to your program, and like this you can check if the value travels from here to the I don't know, drive or frequency, a dynamic drive, it can be a Danfoss driver, frequency converter, it can be a lot of components, right? So, and then you can check on your physical outputs and inputs. So, I thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have learned how to use the input and output cards on physical input and output cards of your PLC, and how to send the data and how to troubleshoot, for example, when there is some problem with any sensor or any with an analog input or output, and how to check it. Thank you very much again for watching, and I hope you have learned something, and I will catch you back in the next video. Have a great day.